Hello there everyone, my name is Rosemonkey and this is not a Rose Talks vlog. This is just a very small, very informal update on the 12 goals and how far we've come so far. So it's been about a week, I think, maybe a week and a half since I posted the vlog about my 12 goals. And I've been working really hard to try and make those goals a reality. The first thing that I've been doing is using the sign language book to try and learn some sign language. So I've cemented my letters and also learned a few other things like, I believe, wall, floor. That's kind of a baby, but when you do that, that's like opening a door, so that's door. And like that's standing, walking, jumping, that sort of thing. So I've learnt some things on that so far. I'm focusing on the sign language first, and then I'm going to come back to the French. As far as getting a job's concerned, haven't got one yet, but I have made some applications, I've asked a few questions, and I've had some interest. So hopefully that's kind of going somewhere, which is good, right? As far as the setup goes, we're hitting a little speed bump already as my bearded dragon is a little bit under the weather right now. She's kind of off her food, so I'm taking her to the vets to get a once over, make sure everything's fine, because obviously your family, your friends and your pets and the people that are closest to you, the animals that are closest to you, all that comes first. Health comes first before all of the above. And if I have to spend money that I've saved up for my setup on things like taking care of Basil and taking her to the vets, that's a no-brainer. That's always going to come first. What I have started to do though is I have started to make a wish list on Amazon of some of the things that I need for the setup. So the link will be below, but it was also, the links are also on the original video next to the corresponding goals. And there's a link to do with books. I haven't started reading any of those books yet, but I've started making lists with some of the books on that I want to read as part of the 50 book challenge. And it is going to take more than 50 books. Because, for example, one of the first books I want to read is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, because I've never actually read that. And I've read all the other books, but I haven't read that one. So I plan on reading all the other books again and then reading the last one, but only the last one will count as part of the 50 books because the whole point is it's 50 books that I haven't read before. So while I will read the other 6 and write them down, they don't get numbers next to their list because they don't count towards the 50. Only the last book will get a number, which will be number 1 because it will be the first one that I read, if everything goes to plan. And finally, as far as the weight loss goes, today was my first gym session, which was really good fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a bit stressful because I had to get a taxi to get there because I was running late. And then I had to come back home to see to Basil, and then I had to leave again because I had to send off a medical test for her, and those results should be back before the end of the week, hopefully to correspond with the vet appointment. But it was all a very back and forth, touch and go, rushing around kind of day. It's been a long day. But it's over with now, and tomorrow I have another appointment to do with finding a job, and then my next appointment at the gym, or my next visit to the gym, is Wednesday. I'm hoping, because I can do a 12-week block as part of this program that I'm on, to go 3 days a week. And while I won't be going swimming tomorrow, and probably not Thursday either, as of next week I'm hoping to go swimming on the 2 days that I'm not going to the gym. So that's going to be 3 days at the gym and 2 days of swimming. Unless I get a job that messes up all of the above. Because then, I mean, I'll be getting exercise going to the job, I guess. So we'll figure that out. Oh, and another thing that I have decided, I've looked into the organisation side of things, and from the 1st of September I'm going to start a bullet journal, which is a kind of organisation thing. where instead of writing, it's like a diary, but instead of writing big long sentences, you just write little bullet points, little notes. So I think that's going to be interesting, a very different way of organising what I do. I mean, I already have a Filofax for appointments so that I don't miss anything, so that all my times are in order, but this is something that should encompass more things, like I can say in it when I've given Basil a bath so that I know when the last bath was in order to give her another one. She tends to have a bath every 2 to 3 days. And when I feed Sheena as well, my snake, because she doesn't get fed every day, but I can tell when I've last fed her because it will be recorded in the journal, and then I can figure out when she's next due a feed. Although she gets fed way more often than I think any snake her age gets fed, because she's forever acting hungry. And I'm a soft touch, so if she is eaten and then like 5 days pass and she's like this at the front of the tank wanting food again, following my finger, showing interest, then I'm more inclined to kind of say, okay, I'll get a mouse out for you tomorrow, that kind of thing. But I'm fairly sure a snake of her age, which is 2.5 years now, I believe. I think for a 2.5-year-old snake, she probably eats more often than maybe she should. She's probably just due to go up to the next size of food. I'm not going to talk about that too much because that might weird people out, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's an update on everything that I have done in regards to the 12 goals. My final 2 mentions I'd like to say is I have figured out what I would like to do for the something that scares me, but I'm still not telling you guys because it's not going to be this side of Christmas. It's definitely going to be after, and it's going to be huge, and I'm very excited and a little nervous, but mostly excited about it. And I really, really hope, fingers crossed again, that I can make this happen. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is last night I watched the entire series of Stranger Things, which is a Netflix exclusive. If any of you guys have the opportunity to watch that, I would really recommend you do. It was very, very good. It's kind of like a supernatural thriller type thing, which is right up my street because I love thrillers and I quite like anything supernatural, so I was loving it. If you guys have any suggestions for any TV shows you think I might like, then feel free to say in the comments below. I like thrillers, I like supernatural stuff, I like comedies, I like all kinds of things. And the same for books. If you have any suggestions of books that you would like me to read, let me know. As I've already said, I'm trying to avoid books that I've already read. So books like the Millennium Trilogy, which is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, already read. Hunger Games, already read. Chronicles of Narnia, already read. I have considered putting the complete works of Sherlock Holmes, like the complete collection, as one book, because while I've read some of those stories, and a lot of them are short stories that are into like a kind of volume together, I haven't read all of them. But I do have a book that has all of them in, so I might read the whole thing and cover that as one book. Despite the fact that I've read some of it, I'm pretty sure that in total I'll definitely be reading at least a book's worth of stories. I think some of them are short, but some of them definitely aren't. Like, I've never read Hound of the Baskervilles, and I think that's a full novel, not just a short, but I could be wrong. So that might be going on. Books like Artemis Fowl, the Artemis Fowl series, I don't think I've ever read any of them. I might have started the first one once, but I didn't finish it, I don't think. And I don't remember anything about it, so that still counts as unread, because I really don't remember it. And when all of these are finished, when this whole 50-book thing is finished, I may well pick up The Lord of the Rings again and read that, because I have read it before, but it was a long time ago, so I might pick that up again. And any of the books that have a film version, like the Maze Runner books, I still haven't read the books. I will be seeing the book there, reading the books, and then hopefully watching the films. Same for the Divergence series. I haven't read them yet, but I'll be reading them and then watching the films. Did I just say watching the books? I don't even know what planet I'm on today. You can tell it's been a long day. So I'm going to leave this vlog here. Thank you guys for sharing this moment with me. I just thought I'd update you on progress so far. If you like this video, then give that like button some love, and I'll be back with more videos, more updates, and hopefully more gaming videos once I've got my life sorted very, very soon. Bye! Today is actually my year anniversary of the first video I ever posted on this channel. So today what I'm going to do is share with you guys 12 goals that I have set for the next year on YouTube.